Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing another Clean With Me marathon, and if you are new here or unfamiliar with what this is exactly, it's basically where I have compiled several of my last cleaning videos into one very long video that you can just put up on your TV, on your tablet, on your phone, and clean right along with me through whatever project you are working on. And that way you don't have to worry about having to change the video or anything. You can just stay focused on your tasks while cleaning along with a friend. So I started sharing these marathon videos about a year and a half ago, and you guys have absolutely loved them. They were actually my husband Kyle's idea, so thank you to him for that, because these have just been a game changer and something so fun to share with you guys. And I haven't shared one in a few months, so I wanted to go ahead and share another one today and get you guys through whatever you have on your to-do list. Also, if you are not subscribed already, make sure to click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because I am going to be continuing on with my whole house decluttering series that y'all have been absolutely loving, as well as sharing tons of spring cleaning videos and of course lots of room makeover videos as we are finishing up our basement, and you do not want to miss out on all of those new videos coming out. Also, I am in the process right now of filling out my calendar for next month's videos, so if you guys would do me a quick favor and just head on down to the comments and let me know what your very favorite videos are from me, that would help me a ton, and it would just help me make sure that I am including all of the most popular requests into next month's videos. I always read every single comment from y'all, and it just means so much when you guys help me out with this, and especially when we get to kind of chat and get to know each other a little bit more in the comments. So doing that is always so fun. So definitely go say hi down there before you get going on your work today. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and it gives you tons and tons of motivation and all that you need today. And without further ado, let's do this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and today I'm going to be sharing my after dark cleaning routine with you. This is what I do typically every single night. It does vary at time to time, but this is usually what I do every single night to kind of set me up for the next day. Now in this video, I'm also going to be adding in a few extra things. I'm also going to be sharing some decluttering motivation and inspiration, as well as our empty basement tour, because we are finally done with our basement for the most part. And without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby.
Okay, so this was around 8 o'clock. I actually usually start this a little bit earlier on in the evening, but that's just how it happened on this night. And Kyle was at work on this night, and so I just had me and the kids do this together. And I just wanted to have us start out in the living room and kind of tidy everything up. This is not going to be like a deep clean or anything, but I just want to have the kids help kind of clean up the messes that they have made during the day. And then once we've tidied up the living room together, I will just have them go upstairs and get ready for bed. And then after I get them to sleep, I will continue on with the rest of my cleaning routine.
You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things we don't have to move so fast. Baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Door lock, I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my
So typically I will finish up my cleaning routine after the boys are all in bed. And on the nights that Kyle is home, usually Kyle and I will just kind of knock this out together, but on the nights that he is not home, I obviously will do this myself. My main goal when doing my cleaning routine at night is to get my kitchen clean. I feel like the kitchen is totally the heart of the home, at least in our house it is, and so I really like to focus on that and make sure that in the morning our kitchen is clean so I can get things going the next day without having to feel like I already have so much weighing on me and just kind of waiting for me the second I wake up.
Things I love. You could be the one I trust. Another second chance, I say I'm nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love. The things I love.
So once I get the counter cleared off, I am just putting away any of the leftovers. A lot of nights I will do this earlier, but on this night we kind of had a later dinner, and so I just didn't get around to getting it put away until now. And then once all the leftovers are put away, I will make sure that I load my dishwasher and run it, and that way in the morning the boys can do their chores of putting away the dishes from the dishwasher. And also again, I can just start out the morning with clean dishes and it's not something that's kind of hanging over me. And then once the dishwasher is completely loaded and started, I will just continue washing the rest of the dishes by hand that either didn't fit in the dishwasher or ones that I just like to hand wash, like my knives and pots and pans.
When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. You say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the other side.
So in 2020, I am really trying to get a hold of all of my routines. I feel like I used to have a ton of routines and I feel like I used to stick to them so much better than I do now before I actually started doing YouTube. It's just something that has taken up so much time, and I feel like it's just kind of a learning curve of figuring out how to balance everything, and I feel like that's just how life is anyway, no matter what you do, whether you do YouTube or you work full-time or you stay at home full-time, no matter what the situation is, it's just kind of a balancing act for everyone, and it's something that I'm really working on this year. It's going to be kind of slow going. I'm not going to tackle every single thing at once, but I do want to take you guys along with me on this journey. So be on the lookout on my channel for tons of decluttering motivation. I'm going to be taking you guys throughout my entire house and decluttering everything. And I'm also going to be sharing lots of my new routines. These new routines are not only going to be cleaning, but just kind of lifestyle routines as well. And I'm going to create them in a way that is sustainable, but also very functional in our house. And so I hope that you guys will join me on this journey and just get our lives in order and get things running smoothly.
But I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
Wake up at your place. Wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast.
So I've mentioned this before, but I still get a lot of questions from you guys, whether you're new or you just haven't heard me mention this before. But this is my little soap station. So I use these bubble up dish brushes. One is for a bubble up dish brush and one is for a bubble up sponge dish. And the point of this is to actually add in some soap to them, and then you add in a little bit of water. And because of the little spring, you can just set your sponges and dishes in there. And then once you dip them down, it kind of suds up your soap and it ends up saving you a lot of soap. And it also just makes washing your dishes a lot easier without having to pump the soap out each time. So you can get these either on Grove Collaborative. I will have a link down in the description box, or you can also grab them from Amazon, and I will also have those linked down below for you guys today as well.
on the third floor in my chateau.
And next, I am just going to be wiping down all of my surfaces, and today I'm just using my e-cloths. E-cloths are amazing because all they use is water, and I'm also just going to be wiping down my stove after cooking tonight, and also my fridge because we have little hands in this house, and that means we have a lot of little fingerprints all over our fridge. And I'm using my same e-cloths for that as well, and you will not find anything that gets your stainless steel appliances shinier than this. It is incredible.
Why don't we just get a place together? Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place?
So if I'm running low on time or low on motivation, because let's be honest, sometimes we all are, once I get my kitchen and living room cleaned up, I will kind of let myself stop after that if I need to. But if I'm going strong or I have a space that I really want to take care of that night, I will just go ahead and do that. Sometimes that means taking care of laundry. Sometimes that means giving a little extra attention to a certain room in the house. And on this night, it was cleaning up my old office. Now this kind of ends up looking still messy in here, but that is just because we are moving around a lot of rooms in our house right now, and our house is kind of chaotic all over, I feel. And so I wanted to kind of organize the chaos, if you will. But soon enough, you will see this room makeover. This is going to be Kyle's new office, and we are so excited to see how it ends up turning out. I'm sure it will end up looking a lot different than my old office. We're doing a big transformation in this room, so I cannot wait to get that done and share that with you guys.
I see you watching too, and I know how to move. You may not know me, but I know your love. It's around me, under and above. You may not know me, but I want you close, all around me, under and above.
And then once I got the main living area kind of tidied up, I just went ahead and started vacuuming everything. And I'm actually going to be talking about this vacuum a little bit later on in this video and kind of pause and show you guys a little bit more about it, because I have been getting so many messages like which vacuum I love more. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I've had a Dyson cordless vacuum forever, and I love that vacuum still, but I have found myself using this one a lot more. So I will kind of explain a little bit more about that in just a few minutes.
Away. Oh, I'm not here to stay, my love, but that's another day. You may not know me, but I know your love. It's around me, under and above. You may not know me, but I want you close, all around me, under and above.
So once everything was cleaned up and vacuumed out in the main living area, I moved into the bedroom. And again, this is not something I will do every single night if I'm not feeling it, but a lot of nights this is something that I really like to do, just because I feel like I sleep much better if my room is clean. I feel like you just go to sleep a lot more peacefully, and when you wake up, you're not waking up to a mess, you are waking up to a peaceful and calm area. And so basically in my room, I'm just doing a quick tidy in here, nothing very heavy or anything, just kind of moving things off of my dresser. And I also feel like on the nights that Kyle's working, I do tend to do a little bit extra of cleaning, just because I don't have him here like distracting me, and I'm not kind of waiting to spend time with him or anything. And so because of that, I just have a few extra minutes to give a little bit more attention to the house while I'm not being distracted by our kids and while Kyle is already at work.
me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. I love the things you said to me. It seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me. It seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time.
Just wanted to show you guys, I get a lot of questions about this new vacuum I got. It's the Shark Apex Uplight. And first of all, this is amazing. There is like no hair wrap at all. I don't know how it does it, but it's incredible. As you saw, I emptied out the canister before I did like this main area, which, carpet lines, you're welcome. Look at that. And I just vacuumed this probably not yesterday, but the day before. Look at how much comes out. This is why I've been using this vacuum so much more, because I feel like it's pulling up so much more dirt out of my carpets especially. The hardwood floor isn't that a big of a deal, but the carpets is incredible. That is disgusting and impressive.
Talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me.
So it is a new day, and I'm going to be going through my dresser and just decluttering all the clothes and whatever else I find in there. I haven't gone through this in months. I even have some dirty clothes still that like are in the washer right now. And usually I can't even close this drawer unless if I perfectly fold everything, which honestly, I just don't do all the time. Like when it's just PJs or something like that, or socks or whatever, like I just don't always like fold everything perfectly and get it looking amazing in the drawer because I'm just gonna pull it out and sleep in it. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. So I need to just declutter everything. I am starting a new decluttering series on my channel on Monday, next Monday. And so you guys will be getting tons of whole house cleaning motivation as well as whole house decluttering motivation in every single room. But I figured I'm gonna start with this. This isn't something I wanted to include like an entire video on. So I'm just going to be including it in this video, but let's go ahead and get to work. And also I'm gonna show you guys this. Okay, do you see how huge this is? I didn't realize it's a gallon. I didn't really realize it would be so massive. This one has like all of these like times and all this stuff on it. This one just came today, so I'm like not even, it just came, so I just filled it up. But I want to show you guys. Drink your water. But my goal is just to fill this up once and then get it done and drink all my water throughout the day. I really want to be better about just being healthy and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm talking a lot. Let's get to work. Let's do this. Okay, so I definitely do need to do this to Kyle's dresser as well, but I do want him to be a part of it. And because he was working this day, I didn't want to do this without him. But this is something that I feel is so easy to get overlooked because it's just shoved into a drawer. You don't have to worry about it so much, but it definitely will weigh on you every time you open those drawers and see the clutter. And also with clothes, I feel like it just adds up in your laundry. So how I'm going about doing our dressers is I'm just taking out one drawer at a time. That way it's not very overwhelming, but I still can see everything that I have in one drawer and just kind of see how much overflow overflow I have, and it really just helps me make the decision of what I need and what I don't. So I initially just kind of go through everything quickly and just see what items I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. And then as I'm putting them away, I also will do the same thing and just kind of go through them one more time in my head. And I feel like that just really helps me make sure that I'm not trying to keep anything that I don't really need or don't really want.
First time in my car, after drinking with our best friends at the bar. Late night walks and smokes on balconies. Told you that I loved you, then you said that you love me. Let's not put a label on it, 'cause you call it what you want, yeah, we call it what we want.
So a lot of times I feel like decluttering seems so overwhelming and something that is just going to take days and weeks even, but I want to encourage you, if you have a small space like a dresser for example, this is something that can be done in under an hour. It doesn't really take that much time or that much effort even. All it takes is just getting yourself to start, and just don't feel like you have to do everything all at once. You can definitely just take on little areas at a time, whatever your schedule permits, or just whatever you feel like you can take on at one time. You can do this in the kitchen as well and just declutter one drawer at a time even. If you don't feel like you can declutter the entire kitchen all at once, just do whatever you can. But even doing something small is going to make a big difference, and it will keep you motivated to continue on decluttering the next time you have an opportunity to. So with these drawers, I am doing the same process of just taking everything out all at once, and then I'm just going through each item individually and deciding which items I have used in the past, which ones I'm realistically going to use again in the future, and then I'm also just going to rehome some of the items that have gotten placed in this drawer but do not belong. Like there are several items that actually belong in our kitchen that ended up in this drawer. There are lots of craft items that were supposed to be up in our upstairs closet, and so on and so forth. And so I'm just going through and either making sure that everything is getting back to its home, or the things that I don't need anymore or things that I don't use anymore are either getting thrown away if they are trash or getting donated if they are still reusable. Okay, so I am going to take you guys through our basement. It's just very empty right now. There's pretty much nothing down here, but it is so close to being done. For all intents and purposes, it is finished. We just have to do like baseboards, as you're seeing here. Baseboards and like door handles and things like that, but it's like very little work. We are pretty much done. I'm gonna turn you around and show you. Okay, so here are the stairs that you come down. This is just like the heater, water heater room. And then here's where we used to have that door, and we just took the door off. Kyle filled in all the holes and everything. And this is like the entry to the basement. When you turn right, this is what will be Noah's room. We're gonna do like, we got a little IKEA bed. It's kind of like a 4-bed, so it'll be like a taller, not a bunk bed, but like a medium height bed. And then underneath will be a fort area. One thing we did was we put the light switches on the closets on the outside, just so it was nice and easy. When we first moved in, this was actually just a doorway. So you had to come around here and you had like a little doorway. Kyle knocked it out and put a beam right here. Now we just have like a big entry into the basement and we love it. And notice we have carpet. We are so excited about that. This little room, we are going to kind of make like a card table, I think, just so it's like a game space that we can all kind of come together as a family and play down here. And here we are going to have bunk beds. So we'll have a set of bunk beds here and then a set of built-in bunk beds there. I love this little bunk bed room. I saw this on Pinterest like years ago. Not quite like this, but something kind of similar. And I always wanted that. So I'm super excited to get that done. This is the entryway to the basement. Again, there's Noah's bedroom. Kyle is actually going to build like a big barn, like a big double-sized barn door that we can slide and kind of close the entry if we want. And then turning around this way, so I'm standing in like the game room area. This is like our theater room. So we have a projector here for like movies. And as I had mentioned over on one of my vlogs on the vlog channel, Kyle and I actually like to play video games together. We do that as like an at-home date night a lot of times. And so we have 2 TVs that we can both like play together on. We have the pull down projector for the actual like theater room part. And then we're gonna put our couch right here, and the couch will be coming this weekend. And then coming up into this area, when you turn right, this is going to be Liam's room. I think we're gonna put a bed right here. I think it's gonna be like a full bed on bottom and twin on top, because I actually got that bed for the boys to share upstairs, but we never got around to getting it done. And so because I think they're going to end up wanting to sleep together a lot of times, I just think it'll be nice to have a larger bed on the bottom. He has a corner closet, which is really nice. The door is just off. Kyle has to shave the bottom of the door, but we'll get that put back on and put the handles on it. And then coming back out of Liam's room, you just turn right into Luke's room. And Luke's room is pretty cool. This is actually the soffit that has like all of our ductwork for the heater and everything, and like our air conditioner lines. That's why that is built down like that, but it ends up looking really cool. We're gonna put up his bed right here with like a little nightstand. I think he's gonna have like a corner desk we got him that he wants, and like a little toy station. And then I think his dresser is going to end up going right here. And then he also has a corner closet. We loved putting in the corner closets just because I feel like then they kind of get like a little bit of a walk-in closet. It just doesn't seem to take up as much room. I don't know. We just really, really like it. So this is Luke's room. Then coming out of Luke's room, again, here is like the main living area. And this is kind of like where we've been storing everything while they were putting carpet in. But this is going to be the bathroom. So we ended up moving that light up. If you saw my vlog on the other channel, it was lower, but we're just gonna end up putting a mirror here. A pretty nice sized vanity here. And then we'll have the toilet right here. And then this is a half wall into the shower. And we'll end up having like a glass enclosure right there. So that is the plan for the bathroom. I'm not sure entirely when we're gonna end up finishing the bathroom. I feel like the basement's livable without the bathroom. Obviously we do wanna get it done, but it's just not something we kind of wanted to rope in with everything else. And so for now the bathroom's unfinished, but I'm sure that within like the next 6 months, we'll be trying to finish it. So we'll see. I am so excited. I can't believe that we were finally to this point. Like, we moved in almost 2 years ago, and the first year we just didn't finish it at all, really. And Kyle was just kind of working on it, but it was like a super side project. We just realized like over the summer, like we just have to get this done. Like we really want it to be done, and we really want to enjoy this space. And so we kind of moved it up on the priority list and we busted it out, and now here we are. We are gonna be shopping for furniture. I actually have to find like a TV stand. It's gonna look kind of weird maybe, I don't know, because we have like the 2 TVs here, but I need like a good TV stand here, and I'm really having a hard time finding one. So if you guys have any that you see, you can like either email me, or if you're over on Instagram, that's always the easiest way to get in contact with me. And send me pictures, send me links, please. I am like seriously searching for a good TV stand. It just needs to be kind of low, not like crazy low, but because the projector is gonna be pulling down, I think the tallest it can be is like 32 inches, I wanna say. And I think that's like the absolute tallest. So, I don't know, there's kind of like some weird dimensions, but if you guys find some good things, let me know, please. Otherwise, we'll just be starting to share like decorating videos down here and like room makeovers, because we have a lot of things to do now. I have to make over the room upstairs. I just made over my office upstairs. I have to make over Kyle's new office, which is my old office. He's taking that over. All the boys' rooms, our living, like our, not living room, like the theater room down here. This like, I'll just call it like a rec room area, I guess. This is our forever house, and we bought this house knowing that the only way we could get it is by having an unfinished basement and then doing it ourselves. And so that's why we got this house. I mean, there was like a lot of reasons, but that was one of the reasons we wanted this house, is we knew that as the boys grew older, we would want more space, because right now it's only a 3-bedroom house. And so now it's ended up being a 6-bedroom house with the basement finished. Now we have like so much more space to decorate and kind of put together and make use out of all the space. And so there will be a lot of basement content coming your way. I'm so excited. If you've missed some of my vlogs, if you're not subscribed over my vlog channel, I will link that below, and then also up here in an iCard, you can go check that out. I have several like basement update videos going on over there. Do not forget to subscribe down below if you are not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a whole house clean with me, and I'm also going to be decluttering along the way. So this is going to give you all of the motivation that you are needing to get your week started off right. So I hope that you guys enjoy and get tons and tons of cleaning motivation. So as you can see, today I am starting out in our basement. This is actually the first time I filmed cleaning our basement. I know it doesn't really look like we have a lot down here right now. We pretty much just have our couch and some theater equipment, but trust me, those videos are coming. We are slowly but surely gathering things to put in our basement and decorate it and just get it looking very cozy and how we want it. So I cannot wait to share those videos with you guys. And I'll also be sharing lots of vlogs and shopping videos over on my vlog channel. I'll go ahead and leave a link to the vlog channel up in an iCard right here. And I also always have it linked down in the description box below, so you can check it out there as well. So as you can see, we don't have a ton down in the basement right now. So there wasn't a whole lot for me to clean up down here, but I did need to tidy up the floors and move a few things around and then vacuum everywhere.
We'll be alright, just you and I, singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside, gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna try
Once the basement was all cleaned up, I just moved on upstairs and started out by tidying up the living room. I've told you guys before, but I feel like our house the last several weeks has just been kind of a jumbled mess of chaos because we are moving a bunch of rooms around. So our 3 boys are all moving downstairs and we're kind of working slowly on getting them all set up down there. My old office is becoming Kyle's office. Our old playroom and guest room has become my new office, and the boys' room, as I said, they are moving downstairs. And so their old bedroom will become our new guest room. And so I feel like because of all of those things kind of changing and shifting around, our house has just been a total mess and nothing really has a good place right now. And on top of that, I am also decluttering a lot of things. If you've seen my recent videos, you know that I've started a decluttering series, and y'all know that the process of decluttering is kind of a long one sometimes. And so even while you are decluttering, things look a little bit worse. And I just feel like for all those reasons, our house has been a little bit crazy, but I know that there will be an end to it and it will be so worth it once it is all over. So I did want to mention to you guys about the oils that I use. I've been starting to get a lot more questions recently about what type of oils I use, and for the last several years I use Simply Earth oils. Prior to using those, I actually used to use doTERRA oils, but they were definitely getting a bit pricey, and Simply Earth oils are very, very affordable, but they are also really good quality, and so that is why I've chosen to continue using them for several years. So through their website you can buy oils individually, or you can purchase a recipe box that will come either every month or quarterly. You can just decide what will work best for you, but that's usually what I order every month, and that is how I have grown my oil collection, and it's been amazing over the last few years doing that. So I will leave a link down in the description box for you guys if you want to check that out, but these ones will not break the bank, so I would definitely recommend trying them out.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb. A tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed and filled me up. We had never met before that time, but I just knew that we'd end up. You took it, you took it, took away my loneliness. Oh, I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together is always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. We jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me.
So this globe right here is actually going to be going into Kyle's office, which I will be sharing with you guys later this week. I am so excited to share this. I was actually really surprised when I asked what makeover video you guys would like to see next, and so many of you voted for Kyle's office. And a lot of you guys had said that you were just completely stuck on how to create a more masculine office space. And actually, once I was starting to look on Pinterest and things, I realized there really wasn't a whole lot of options or a whole lot of ideas. So I'm really, really excited to share that video with you guys. And like I said, that will be coming out later this week. So I'm so excited for that.
I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together is turned everything around. I will always remember it, how you got me off the battleground, how you got me off the battleground. Yeah. You took it, you took it, took away my loneliness. So I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together is always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted.
Once all the counters were cleared off, I just started wiping everything down. And on this day, I was just trying to get as much done as I can before the kids got home from school. And so I was just going to be using my e-cloths. If you guys are new to my channel and have not heard me talk about e-cloths, I have been using them also for several years. They are amazing. And all you have to do is just use them with water. And they have a technology that actually disinfects by using just water through the fibers in the cloth. So they are one of my very favorite go-to cleaning items. And I will also have a link down for them in the description box, along with a code for 10% off of your order if you decide to order one for yourself. They are also able to be found on Amazon, and if you don't want to shop online, you can also find them at Ace Hardware. So usually when I do a big clean like this, I'm not doing a very deep clean. I'm just kind of tidying everything up and wiping everything down. However, when I went down to pick up a few things off the floor earlier, I noticed how incredibly dirty this area is. It's not a space that I really think about a lot, and it's not a space I clean often. And because we have our young boys, they are always kicking their feet up when they're sitting at the breakfast counter, and I'm thinking that is why it was so dirty. But it did feel really good to get this space cleaned up and wiped down, and it's definitely going to be something that I start to focus on a little bit more after this. So I usually vacuum several times a week, maybe not every day, but definitely every other day. It just kind of depends on how busy the days are. But mopping is something that I used to do very, very regularly, like multiple times a week. And now I feel like I might do it once a week, maybe twice a week if our floors really need it. But mopping is definitely one of the chores that I kind of dread doing. And so I try to push it off as much as I can. But it does feel so incredibly clean when our floors are freshly mopped. So that definitely does motivate me a little bit. But I would love to hear how often you guys mop your floors.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now. Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now.
Next, I just moved into our little half bath that we have on our main floor. This one is definitely hard to show cleaning just because it is pretty small and the angles are pretty hard to get in here. But I really love this bathroom a lot because a few months back I actually went through and decorated it, and I feel like it's just such a cute little bath now. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'm actually going to link it up here in an iCard for you guys. But the before and after on this bathroom was just such a huge difference. Moving into my bedroom, I didn't have a whole ton to do in here. Mostly it was just making the bed and then tidying up a few things on the floor in our dresser, but it definitely was not near as messy as it has been in other videos that I've shared with you guys, and that is because I've been really working on trying to keep a better cleaning schedule once again, or cleaning routine. I've always pretty much stuck to my nighttime cleaning routine, but my other routines over the last several months have really slipped, and I feel like it's been something that has been making a big difference and not in a good way for us, and so I'm really trying to get back to those. And I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys about when I will be sharing another cleaning routine video, like my weekly cleaning routine or my daily cleaning routine, and that video will be coming to you guys as soon as I get it nailed down. But I am so excited to be sharing those because I know that those have helped me so much, and I know that they will help you guys as well. Okay, so you guys know this is a no judgment zone. I am sharing real life with you guys all the time, so please no judgment. This is just what has happened to our home lately. I feel like the upstairs has become kind of like a black hole. Everything gets thrown up here and nothing has a place. Like I had mentioned earlier, we are moving a lot of rooms around, and especially like the kids' toys don't really have a space because we don't have a playroom anymore and their rooms are not really set up all the way downstairs. And so everything has just kind of been a free-for-all up here, and we are definitely feeling it. It's a place that no one really wants to go, and it's even been leaking back into my new office, which has not been good for working. So this is a space that I really wanted to make sure that I tackled today. And I, of course, wanted to bring you guys along with me because I knew that this would be a ton of good motivation for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoy all of these real life moments upstairs. Next, I just wanted to take a few minutes and go through the books. Now, I have been sharing lots of straightforward decluttering videos, but I know there are lots of spaces in our house that don't take all day long or a huge project, and so I'm planning to share lots of those little things throughout my cleaning videos, and that way you guys get lots of decluttering motivation and inspiration during these cleaning videos as well. And so I figured while I was upstairs anyway, I might as well take an extra 5 or 10 minutes and just go through these books and declutter them a little bit. I can definitely go back through with the kids and see if there were any that I missed, but I typically know which ones we always go for and which ones always get left on the shelf. And so all the ones that we don't use are getting taken down and they're going to be donated and someone else can get a lot more use out of them. And we end up getting a lot more space, so it's a win-win for everybody. Once I got all those millions of Legos picked up, I just went through the basket that I had sitting in the hallway. So this is the basket that I was compiling everything off of the main floor that actually came upstairs. When I know that I have a ton of things to get brought to another level or to a different part of the house, I will just put it in some kind of basket and then bring it all at once. And it makes it so much easier to do this than just moving things around one thing at a time. It makes it so much faster and definitely a lot easier as well. So here I'm just taking all of the items and putting them where they belong and then decluttering anything that I actually don't think I need anymore. Finally, we are to the very last room, and this is just our guest bathroom slash boys bathroom upstairs. And the first thing I wanted to do was get some towels put away. These are some new towels that I was able to get with a gift card that I got for Christmas, and I'm so excited about them. These ones are from Walmart and I just love them. They are so soft and big, and I'm really excited to have our guests use those. And then once I got all the new towels put away and our old towels taken out, I just started actually cleaning the bathroom up. And I always like to start out by spraying my disinfectant spray on the toilet and just letting that sit for a few minutes. And then while that is working, I start wiping down our countertops and also cleaning our mirror with my e-cloths.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see
So this next little trick I was so excited about. I had never seen this done before, and I actually shared it with you guys in a video several months ago, but you can use really any cleaner, whatever kind of cleaner you like. I really love the Bon Ami cleaner. I feel like it works so incredibly well, and it's also super affordable and natural, so there's a lot of good things to love about this. But the thing that I started doing was actually using a broom just from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, but I started using a broom to clean out my shower and bathtub, and it has been amazing. It cleans it so well, and it also doesn't have you sitting there scrubbing or on your hands and knees or anything. And I feel like ever since figuring this out, my bathtubs have been a lot cleaner because I don't dread doing this as often, and so they tend to get cleaned a lot more regularly now. And I was also super excited to hear how many of you guys actually had done this before. Like I said, I had never heard of this. I just feel like it's the most brilliant thing ever. So if you guys have not tried this out, make sure you try it next time you go to the dollar store or find a cheap broom and clean out your bathtubs with a broom. It will make your life so much easier. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some deep cleaning. So I am mostly going to be focusing on the main level. I might end up making it down to the basement, but I do have a few things on my list. So of course we are going to be doing like some regular tidying around the house, but I also want to clean off our granite countertops and reseal those just to protect those a bit more. We also have our really tall fan in our living room. We have like 18 feet tall ceilings, and I have yet to clean them since we moved in because I have not had anything that I could reach them with. And so we finally got a tool for that. So I'm going to clean that today. That's going to be terrible, but very, very needed. I'm also going to strip down all of the cushions on our couch and wash all of those covers. And then I also want to give a little bit of a focus to some of the baseboards and some of like the banisters and things, and just kind of like deep clean that. And then I also want to focus on some of the windows. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get everything on my list done today. I just want to tackle as much as I can today. And I want to take you guys along with me because I know this is going to be super good motivation to go ahead and tackle whatever projects you are dealing with. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That was so gross, but you can already see it looks so much better. It had not been cleaned since we moved in, like almost 2 years ago, because I couldn't find anything to clean it, and I didn't want to spend like 50 bucks. I don't know, so I kept looking, but I found this little thing at Lowe's, I think, and it was like $10. You can see like how dirty that was. This was completely clean. I'm hoping that I can get this off and actually run it through the wash because it's really thick, but I'm gonna show you like all the big, huge pieces of dust that fell off the fan. So gross. Please, no judgment.
Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Wide awake is the way I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel. I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful. Beautiful, baby. You're beautiful.
So I have literally spent probably 20 minutes at least searching and scouring my house for my carpet cleaner like hose, because I have the carpet cleaner but I can't find the hose, and I don't know why it's not like next to it, but it's not. I was actually going to be putting the couch covers in the washer, but after starting to get this big one off, I was like, I don't know, it was so tight to get off even. I was like, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it back on and if it happens to shrink. And so I'm like, I'm gonna first try carpet cleaning, and if that doesn't work, then I'll go do that, I guess. I'm just deciding if I'm going to actually pull the cushions off on the ground and just like carpet clean them with the actual like carpet cleaner and not use the hose. I know that's crazy, I've never done that, but I think I might try to just carpet clean like the tops of the cushions with the actual carpet cleaner, and I hope this is not a big mistake. So wish me luck.
My lungs give out. You're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night, all night. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
You only make you feel like you could never leave. Do the same, we can't go back. This is all we need. Follow me to make believe and make your dreams come true. This night means forever, and so does me and you. We say we love, we say we love. We gave it all, we gave it all. We say we love, we say we love.
So I've gotten so many questions from you guys about like what happened to my old Dyson. I still have my Dyson, I still use it, but for big jobs, I've just been using this one. And I'm gonna show you guys like how much I pulled out, and then I'll show you there's 0 hair wrap. There's so much I love about this vacuum, but seriously amazing.
Fall in love and tear it down as soon as we wake up. Promise you the world tonight, show you what I've got. Your body speaks my language and you read me like a book. This night means forever, and so does me and you. We say we love, we say we love. We gave it all, we gave it all. We say we love, we say we love. But we were just here to stay until something better came along.
I'm feeling tired of sticking around while you were gone. You don't deny it. You took me for granted for too long. I followed you where the wind out. I fast for nothing for so long. I picked you up and tried again. It's time for me to go solo. You never cared about me, did ya? That's why
can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. Promises to deep cuts. Let our fears hold us. Let's go back. Let's start again to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us when we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard way. So bring it on, no black and white and night. Let all the colors in, let's ride. I close my eyes, I see me on the ground. No black and white and night, let's ride.
Okay, so I wanted to take just a minute and show you guys because I've explained a lot of times, but a lot of you guys still are asking me like how this works. So I've just finished sealing my granite countertops, and now I am going to put together my soap station. So this is the Grove Collaborative stoneware tray. I have not seen one like it anywhere else, but that just kind of like holds everything and makes it look like it belongs. This one is the Bubble Up sponge dish, and this one is the Bubble Up dish brush set. And I also get a ton of questions about these. So these are just oil and vinegar bottles that I got from Target. One has my dish soap and then one has my hand soap. And you just fill up your trays with some soap, and then you are just going to fill them up a little bit with water. And then you're just able to keep your sponge and your dish brush on here, and then whenever you're ready, you basically just push this down, and because it has the soap and water already in there, it kind of suds this up for you so you don't have to use a bunch of extra dish soap, and it also just makes the job a lot easier. I have never had either of these get moldy or anything like that because the sponge and brush just actually sit above the water, so they don't actually sit in the water. And then I do change this out probably about twice a week, sometimes 3 times, but usually about twice a week, and that is how it works. And I do get both of those from Grove Collaborative, so they do have a good deal right now. I will link it down below for you guys if you guys want to check it out if you've never purchased from them. Otherwise, if you don't want to purchase from them, you can also get them on Amazon. And I think those are the only 2 places I've ever seen them, but I really, really love them. They are definitely like some of my essentials.
Your hands up in the night. We're going up, 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 up. Tonight we will aim so high, we will touch the stars.
Okay, so I just have to pause for a second and say these work so stinking good. So I am just using an e-cloth, just general purpose cloth, like one of my favorites, to like actually wipe down the windows. And then to dry the window, I am using the Window Genie. I have never used this before. This is not sponsored or anything. You guys that have been here for a while know that I have been obsessed with e-cloths for multiple years. You guys have been listening to me talk about them forever, but they're amazing. But this is a new product I bought when it was on sale, like I want to say back in December, and I've been waiting to do my windows, putting it off. There's no streaks, and it was just so easy because it's just like a window mitt, and it's double-sided. I'm always impressed with their products, but that's just crazy to me. So I guess I don't have a lot of excuses not to do my windows now. Back to it.
Of course I do it right. So take me up tonight. We're going high up in the sky. You raise your hands up in the night. We're going up, 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 up. Tonight we will aim so high, we will touch the stars. And we wanna fly, fly, fly. It's a brand new start. It's all about trust. If you wanna touch the stars, we wanna fly, fly, fly. Up in the sky, sky, sky. So take me up, up, up tonight. We're going high up in the sky. You raise your hands up in the night. We're going up, 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 up. Tonight we will aim so high, we will touch the stars. And we wanna fly, fly, fly. It's a brand new start. It's all about trust. If you wanna touch the stars, we wanna fly, fly, fly. Up in the sky, sky, sky.
I never cared to be pretty. I'm always the one no one knows. Never found somebody like me. State of mind is always moving on. Cut through the chase and go quickly. Don't need no bullshit from you. Maybe you find me quite scary. I don't care if so, it's either or. Thinking about leaving the city. Lately it's making me choke. Don't give a if I'm silly. I don't care if so, it's either or. You can choose to win or lose. I give you the choice. The world is black or white, either or. You either like me or you don't. I don't care, no, not at all. Don't like me now, you never will. If you do, you'll get a thrill. Either like me or you don't. I'm looking crazy, but you don't know. What's on the inside never show. You either like me or you don't. I don't care, no, not at all. Either like me or you don't. Wanted to end it all quickly. Lately you making me choke. Might end up pretty unpretty. Cause I tend to leave before you know. Thinking about leaving the city. Lately it's making me choke. Don't give a if I'm silly. If I choose to go, then I'll be gone. You can choose to win or lose. I give you the choice. The world is black or white, either or. You either like me or you don't. I don't care, no, not at all. Don't like me now, you never will. If you do, you'll get a thrill. Either like me or you don't.
Okay, it's probably good to see how rest on my ears. I feel like I feel like I'm oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I can't. Is it not wobbling at all?
It's not wobbling at all. Here, I'll put my hand on it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't reach you. Okay, I did really good though. I got up there. Okay, your turn. Okay, so it is the next day. My dad is actually coming to stay with us for a few days from Japan, and so we're gonna head downstairs and just kind of tidy up and vacuum everything. And I'm also going to take like a wall brusher, or I think it's just like really a floor duster or whatever, but I'm gonna use it on the walls. And I'm going to go ahead and just like wipe down the walls because we do have a lot of sawdust on the walls, and just kind of getting things done. And then I'm also going to head up to the boys' old room upstairs / new guest bedroom and just kind of tidy that up. I have a lot of things I was hoping to get a makeover done before they get here, but it just didn't happen. So I'm gonna go out there and just kind of tidy everything up, and then we should be good to go for them to arrive.
I was worried you broke my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This very finger for people like them. Oh no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh. I keep on falling astray from my intuition, but I'm pretending it's not my fault. No. The way you make me glitter, you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh. So wrap your arms around me like a borderline. Our fortress in the jungle, baby, we're alright. We don't care much for people like them. We don't care much for people like them. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh. I don't want nobody stabbing me with love. Don't wanna waste no time getting my feelings hurt. I believe in those things we don't know much of. There's just so much to see that ain't about love. I'm ready to face my fears. I'm ready to taste the weird. I just wanna walk the hills above. My ordinary life, I could let it burn. 'Cause I just wanna go to the deep end. I just wanna go to the deepest end. No planning, no stress, and no work, no trying to fix what we are. Just go to the deepest end. I never got to let loose, hanging out with you. You toss and you
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be getting a ton done, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more than just cleaning motivation. Of course, that we are going to be cleaning up the living room and the kitchen. It's kind of a mess back there. It's all blurred so you can't see yet, but it is a mess. And I'm also going to be sharing a really yummy recipe that my dad shared with me when he came to visit from Japan. And so I'm going to be sharing that crockpot recipe, super simple, super easy, and pretty healthy. And then I'm also going to be doing lots and lots of food prep and meal prep and just kind of like setting ourselves up for the week ahead. So I figured I would take you guys along with me on this one. I'm also planning, I know I always like come with these big lists to do, but on top of just cleaning like our main living area and doing the food prep and meal prep and recipe, I am also going to be planning to go downstairs when Kyle gets home from work and help him like put together at least one of the big boys' beds down in their bedroom, because they've been begging us to, and now that we don't have company anymore, we just need to get that done. So I'm going to see if we can try to put at least one of those beds together. And if I do, or if we do, I will take you guys along, of course. So let's go ahead and get to it.
I don't wanna seem all rude, but I can't remember where I am. A mattress on an old wood floor and fragments of the night before. I don't wanna waste no time, and you don't wanna waste your love. Even though your kiss on fire, my mind is all blurry now. Feeling lost.
So before heading into the kitchen, I wanted to tidy up the living room really quickly just so I could check that off my list and get some momentum going. Usually I will start in my kitchen for my domino chore, and if you are new here, my domino chore I've talked about a lot, but it's basically the chore that kind of gets you going and gets you motivation to continue on. And so usually I will start out in my kitchen for my domino chore, but since I had so much to do in the kitchen, I knew I would be in there for so long, I just wanted to get the living room done and just check that off of my list.
I wanna hold you, come back to bed.
So this was actually some yen that we got from my dad and his wife when they visited us from Japan. Noah saw this and he just asked for it so much, so my dad ended up giving it to him. But after talking to them about like the culture and everything, we just cannot wait to go to Japan. We are already kind of like planning a trip. It won't be in the near future, but maybe in the next year or so. And I am just so excited to kind of like experience different cultures. So I would love to know where you would love to travel. Like, what is your top place? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Or if you have been lucky enough to travel a good bit already, where has been your favorite place that you have been? I always love hearing these answers from you guys, so definitely let me know in the comments below.
I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on a chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense. 'Cause I know we both liked everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed. I wanna hold you. Come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. You look so good wrapped in those sheets. You sound so nice, mumble while you sleep. Waking up in a bed with my head on a chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense. 'Cause I know we both liked everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed. I wanna hold you. Come back to bed.
I just want to show you this. How cool is this? This is actually from Japan when my dad and his wife came. Sorry if the chime's really loud, but it is so cool. It's like authentic. It actually doesn't look very heavy, but it's like iron and it's pretty heavy, but I cannot wait to find like a place to put this. I just think this is like the coolest thing. So I had to show you guys. How stinking cute.
'Cause I know we both liked everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed. I wanna hold you. Come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed.
Stuck in the middle of coming inside and walking out. Just stay for a you're behind me, look in the mirror. Hearing you whisper in my ear, say, are you a sinner or a beginner? Yeah, let's get
So once the kitchen counters and table were all cleared off, I needed to empty the dishwasher, and if you've been with me for a while, you know that this is typically a chore that our boys do, but on school days, if we're running late, I'm obviously not going to make them late just for doing this chore, and so that was definitely the case this morning. We had some real life moments and we were running very late, so I just ended up unloading the dishwasher on my own today since I was going to be immediately needing to turn around and reload it back up.
burning me up, you're burning me up. Yeah, you're playing the Beatles. You got my high school t-shirt on. It's looking so easy. You killing my headphones with that song. The way that you're laughing, spilling the milkshake in your bed. I know what you're after. Yeah, I know what you're after. Let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka cola light. And put myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows you white lies, white scars, wild nights, dive bars, burning me up, you're burning me up. Yeah, you're burning me up. White eyes and scars, yeah. Let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka cola light. And I'm putting myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows you white lies, white scars, wild nights, dive bars, burning me up, you're burning me up. And I'm putting myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows you white lies, white scars, wild nights, dive bars, burning me up, you're burning me up. I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is.
So here I am just cutting some of the stems from the fresh eucalyptus that I got for the first time ever from our grocery store recently, and I am loving the fresh look that it's giving my kitchen. I recently got a live snake plant. I shared it in my husband's office makeover recently. If you guys missed that video, I will link it up above for you guys to check it out. But I am loving that plant so much, and I asked you guys for tips and you guys have been helping me keep it alive, and so far so good. But I have just been loving having a live plant in the house. So if you guys have any other live plants that you recommend that are very, very easy to keep alive, I would really appreciate any recommendations that you guys have, because it's just made me so happy to have one and I would love to add more throughout the house.
I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get.
I'm finally finished cleaning. It's so fun when you clean and then you're going to have to do like food prep and stuff, but you need to kind of start in a clean space. Well, I should not have done this one-handed. because after I'm done, I'm gonna have to re-clean, but it's okay, it'll be worth it. It's better to do it all now than just throughout the week. So, lighting. All right, I am going to share my recipe that my dad made when we were here. I actually shared it over on Instagram, so if you guys are already following me over there. I didn't share the recipe, but I shared a picture or video of it. It was so good. So I'm gonna share it with you guys today. Let me grab, I wrote it all down, but it is like so incredibly easy. I just wanna make sure I don't forget anything. This is technically called a white chicken chili. It's not really super white because my dad has already kind of like changed up the recipe from wherever he got it from. And also I am not putting in cream cheese, which is what would make it like actually kind of white and thicker like that. We're just gonna call it a white chicken chili, but just know it's more of like a colorful chicken chili soup, kind of. So fresh tasting, it's so super good. So that is what we are going to make right now. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm going to actually start with the food prep and the meal prep. So let's go. This is all you're going to need. You will just need some chicken. This is just one rotisserie chicken that I've just actually deboned. I did it yesterday just because it's easier to do when it's warm. Then I have 1 container of chicken broth. I also have 5 cans of beans. These can be totally assorted. So I have 2 black beans, 2 cannellini beans, and 1 Great Northern bean. It really doesn't matter. It's just kind of whatever you like. And then you're going to have 1 of each color bell pepper. So I have an orange, yellow, red, and green. You can kind of substitute this if you don't like peppers or if you just like one kind. And then also I have 1 onion. And then this is all you're going to season it with, is just 1 chili white chicken seasoning mix packet. Super easy. And then if you don't want to do this, you can also just add in your own like white chicken chili seasoning mix from your pantry, but this just makes it way easy. So now we're gonna go ahead and dump it in the crock pot and get going. So now that I have everything in there, I feel like it looks like there is a ton, which there actually is, but this reheats really, really well. And there is enough liquid in there. You can kind of see like it is in there. See the liquid? Everything, like all the beans, especially all the vegetables and everything, like it's going to kind of like juice up and it will end up being like very, very good at the end. It's not going to be dry or anything. But now what you will do is just cook it either on high for 3 hours or on low for about 6 hours. But I'm getting a late start because today was just crazy, and so I'm going to be cooking it on high for 3 hours, and I will show you the progress of it as it goes. But I wish you guys could smell things like already before it's even cooked. I wish you guys could smell things through video because it smells so good, like so good. So next I'm gonna do something that I actually used to do all the time. Whoa, things are falling on my fridge. But I used to do this all the time, And it's basically where you just like kind of, I don't know what I used to call it, like dinner starters or something. But basically what I'm going to be doing is sauteing like onions. I used to do onions, broccoli, and red bell pepper. And I would just saute that a little bit. And then I'll just actually store that in my fridge. And then it's like if I want to add that into eggs, it's already done. Like you don't have to cut it up, you don't have to cook it up. You want to add it into like some kind of pasta sauce or something, it's already done. And so that's what I'm gonna do really quick, and I'll show you how I do that. And then I'm actually going to make egg muffins, like little egg bites that I can have throughout the week. That'll just be like a really quick meal for me. I'm eating gluten-free, and that's something that's really quick and easy for me to do. So I'm gonna make those, and I'm also going to be doing, like using some of the meal starters or whatever that I'm going to be sauteing up now. I'm gonna be using some of that in my egg cups. Can I not talk today? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's what we are going to be starting now. Another option for this too, if you don't want to chop it all up, is you can just put it in a food processor. And I'll see if I'm able to link one of my favorite food processors down below. It's actually from Ninja or Shark Ninja, I don't know. Anyway, it's so good. So one other thing I wanted to mention is this is something I used to do all the time. I don't do it all the time anymore, but I do still do it occasionally. I will actually just kind of like dry saute them and then water saute my vegetables, especially like in a case like this where I don't really know like what it's gonna be going into, and it's gonna be sitting in the fridge. And so I put them right into my stainless steel pan. I will have like a little cup of water here, and as needed, I will end up adding it into the pan. And it just kind of deglazes it, and you really don't need oil. You'll kind of find that a lot of times the water will deglaze it plenty.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta move.
Also, when I do go to make this, I don't usually season it just because I am going to be adding it into different dishes, and so I don't want it to like take on a certain taste or anything, so I just kind of let the vegetables do what they're gonna do, and then if I need to, I'll end up just seasoning whatever dish I'm putting it into, and that always works so good. Okay, so while that continues cooking and finishes up, I'm going to start kind of preparing for my little egg bites. So I'm just going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then I'm gonna crack the eggs and just kind of start preparing the little muffin tins.
That you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times.
The muffins are in the oven. They're going to be cooking for about 20 to 25 minutes, just depending. It might be a little bit less. It seems like our oven seems to cook things a little bit faster. Now, I actually was going to put sausage in there, but I completely spaced it, so that's okay. I'm just gonna have veggie ones this time. I don't add cheese, but you totally could add cheese to the top of them or inside of them, whatever you want. You can really customize like the flavors and just whatever you want with them, but they're really easy. You can just pop them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and they keep for like about 3, maybe 4 days in your fridge, but they will keep for like 3 months in your deep freezer and in your regular freezer, and then you can just straight pop them from there into the microwave. You just have to do it for maybe like a minute and a half or something, just a little bit longer to defrost them. I also would normally like add greens, but I totally spaced grabbing greens at the store, so I'm just making do with what I have. But now, see, I like used up a lot of that, but I have a lot more still, so I can add this into like a scramble if I'm making that in the morning, or I can add it into whatever kind of dishes I'm making. And it's just like already pre-done for me, and it's homemade. It didn't take me a whole ton of time, especially since I was able to do other things while that was doing, like working and cooking. So it's just nice to do that stuff. That's why like meal prepping and food prepping is just so nice. I'm so thankful to be like getting back into it. Time to prep some veggies and fruits.
From my emotions, I go, running to better times, 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 to better times.
Our love is growing cold. You're leaving out the door and say, I don't know when I'll be home. Like needles in my heart, it's tearing me apart. Just trying to find a light in the dark. I know that you're afraid. Believe me when I say it's alright. We'll get by. Our colors fade away. I hope it's just a phase. I tell myself that we'll be okay. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Put your hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined, I'm not letting go. To be a way out of this place. Just gotta follow our tracks. Remember what you said way back when we met. It went something like this. You take my breath away. It's crazy how you're making me feel. The way you're smiling at me, I want it back.
You guys will have to tell me if like there's a certain good way to pick a good pineapple, because I have gotten a few lately and it's like I will cut them the very next day after I brought them home and they aren't good. Like they're rotten inside. They smell good like when I try them at the store, and it's not like I wait a week, like it's the next day. And then they're all brown inside, they're rotten inside, they don't smell good, they don't taste good. And I'm just like, ugh, it's happened a few times recently and those are done. And I'm just wondering, like, am I picking them wrong or what is the deal? So if you guys have any good tips on how to pick pineapple, please let me know, because apparently I need help.
Hold on to me, baby, hold on. Put your hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined, I'm not letting go. So hold on to me, baby, hold on.
So this is how I do pineapple. I will just take the edge of it off and then I'll just cut it into 4s lengthwise. And then I actually cut like the inside of a core off, kind of like you do an apple. And then I slice them just really, really thin. And then if you do have any leftover core, like there's a little bit of core on the inside of this, it's so thin that it doesn't bother anybody. And I feel like you just waste a lot less pineapple. And they're just fun. We just grab a fork and we just eat them like that.
Hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined. run dry. Two broken smiles. We're lost right now. So hold on, hold on. We just gotta hold on, hold on. I will never let go, let go. We just gotta hold on, hold on. I will never let go, let go. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Put your hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined, I'm not letting go. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Put your hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined, I'm not letting go.
You share your love so easily. Still, I'm insecure.
Now, once I was all done with the food and meal prep, I needed to clean the dishes, and I just wanted to get these done now so that I didn't have to deal with them later. It was definitely tempting to be done with the food prep and just call it a day, but I knew that I would regret it just having those dishes sitting in the sink waiting for me. And I always get asked by y'all how I stay motivated or how I get motivated when I'm having a rough day, and lots of times I will either think of how it will feel once I'm done and just kind of let that motivate me. Or if I'm really dragging and having no motivation that day, I will just start by doing one thing and then see if I'm feeling like doing the next thing on my list. And more often than not, the motivation comes by seeing my progress. When I see the floors picked up, it motivates me to then pick up the couch and tidy that up. And once I see the living room is cleaned, then I will move into the kitchen and so on. And just seeing that progress gives you a lot of motivation. I feel like it's almost like your own personal clean with me because you are seeing that progress happen one by one. So I hope that little tip helps you out and makes a difference for you.
What will it be of us? Now you're saying you care about me, so why do I feel cold? We're heading down into the deep sea. Gotta trust, but I don't. But here we go again, go again. Do my best to pretend, to pretend. Yeah, here we go again, go again. Do my best to pretend, to pretend. That I don't bother at all. That I'm not stronger, but no. I will do my best not to give up. I will do my best not to give up. What will it be of us? What will it be of us? What will it be of us?
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things. And you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers.
So while the boys were putting together Liam's bed, I was actually working on editing the other parts of this video that you guys are watching. I just wanted to get that done, and since Kyle obviously had a lot of help on his hands, I felt like I could get away with not helping on this one. But I was sitting in the same room and watching the camera sometimes and just making sure that they didn't have to worry about moving the camera around. They could just focus on actually building the bed. But it was so sweet to just see all of the boys working with Kyle on this. I know that sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and it definitely takes more patience to include kids in these projects, but I feel like they are always learning so much and making lots of memories. So I feel like it is just always worth it to take the extra time and effort to include your kids in these things. And I know that it's something that's really special for me and Kyle too. And I wanted to mention, I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys about when I'm going to be sharing more basement content. And I honestly have been sharing lots of basement content over on my vlog channel. Now it has been a little bit slower on the vlog channel, but I know a lot of you guys actually didn't realize that I had a vlog channel when I asked recently. And so I'm going to go ahead and link it up above, and I always have it linked in my description box. But I'm sharing just a lot of family content over there, and I have been putting a lot of the basement content over there just because it's been easier to fit into a casual vlog. So definitely go check that out if you are not already subscribed over there.
Hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe down below if you are not already. I am going to be continuing on with my decluttering series next week and just sharing lots and lots of decluttering inspiration and organizing with that as well. And I'm also going to be continuing my spring cleaning series, which I shared last week, my first video for that. But there is just so much content I do not want you guys to miss out on. I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.